Right, so this is part 2, no, not part 2, episode 2 on how to solve a crease pattern for beginners. So this is the crease pattern we're going to do. If you want to print this off, the link's in the description below, or even take a picture now, or pause the screen and just copy it like that. 18 by grid, no, 16, let me just check, 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 16 by 16 grids. And what I've did is I've pre-creased it, coloured in all the lines, because it makes it much easier than the first episode, and we've got this. So just a few things to look at first. I'm going to colour side up. Red is mountain, blue is valley fold, as I explained in the first episode. These are also the hidden creases. Sometimes the crease patterns tell you or show you if sometimes show you if these are here or not. No, what I'm trying to say. They won't always show you these creases, these hidden ones, and here as well. So these ones and these ones. So these ones here tell us that the paper gets pushed inside all the way, and it gets tucked inside this square here, because this is a mountain and a valley fold, so this needs to come inside this square. So I'm going to draw direction, and then it should be hidden inside the square. So I'm going to do the same on this side. So, like that. And it's the same here, right here. So what you notice is this is a mountain fold, so the outside is a mountain, but here it's colour change, so this is a valley fold. So we're going to have the colour side here and all the way around, and then here, because it's a valley fold, the outside will be the white side. So that's something to note as well. We're doing our first colour change, sort of, in a crease pattern. So this is the same as this, but only in reverse. Because it's the valley fold first, this will be the mountain fold. Like that. So this will get pushed down, and the same with this one. And if you notice the centre part, this is the exact same as what we had in episode 1 with the pleats. So you need to make the mountain fold first, put this in place, and then you can collapse these ones. So we're actually going to start collapsing them now. No, in fact, not yet. This point, because it's got valley fold, this gets pushed up. It comes upwards. So basically it comes up like this. It gets pushed up in order to make these valley folds. So like that, it comes up like that. Right, so now we can start collapsing. Actually going to start off with corner and corner, make the mountain fold, valley folds, and then once we get to about here, we'll push in this paper, and it should get tucked inside these two units. So start off with the mountain fold on the outside, and remember, when the mountain fold hits a diagonal, it doesn't go straight, doesn't go down, it goes the 90 degrees in the other direction, because we can't make the mountain fold straight and then try and collapse it, because it's not going to work. So the crease pattern is your best friend when collapsing. So it goes straight up. So we have this. Right, so we're just gonna keep making the mountain folds on the sides and the bottom first. So every crease pattern is just it's doing the same thing, it's using the creases that it's telling you. So this is the mountain fold, so we need to make it a mountain and then a valley. So we can't make a mountain fold and then another mountain fold, because that wouldn't work. You need to follow the crease pattern. The crease pattern is telling you how to collapse it, you just need to figure it out. I'm going to push up this one. So we're basically near the centre. And then I'm just going to push up underneath from here to grab here, and then the same here, which is already pushed up there. So we've got this done. Now we'll come back to this part in a minute, because we need to do this part to help make this part easier to collapse. But as you can see, this, when you push it, goes naturally, like so. Right, so now extend the creases up and then across. So I'm going to make this mountain fold here first, all the way down, and on this side as well. We'll do the right side first. So valley fold, and this part gets pushed down like this, and then mountain, 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 which connects up with the first one we've done on the outside. Like so. And then the next mountain comes up, hits here, comes up to the centre. So we need to make this mountain fold like that. And then, as you see here, we've collapsed here and here. This point gets pushed upwards, so we need to push these valley folds in like that. And when you do that, you'll feel a click and it'll fall in place. And then, as you see, this is a valley fold and a mountain, and in order to make these work, we need to make this so these line up. So let me show you. Like that. Now if we make this valley fold, which makes this mountain fold, we can then collapse that bit. But we can't fully collapse it until we do this at the other side. So we're just going to reinforce these creases by making them strong. And then I'm going to push underneath here. And as you can see, we've got a valley fold, one large valley fold. So we need to make this point in order to fully collapse this. So before we can do that, we can't collapse this until we collapse this, and we can't collapse this until we collapse this side. So we'll do the exact same here. So again, mountain fold, then the valley fold, push this valley fold in, and then we'll line up these points, so the valley and then the mountain. So we need to push this down, and then remake this big mountain fold. So we're like this. Now, same again, push in the valley folds, but this one's already in place, so we need to push this down. Like so. And then, as you can see, this will, again, by making this, these creases, the paper has to, from being completely straight, it has to come 90 degrees in order to fully collapse this part. Because if we keep it like this and try and make these valley folds, it's not really going to work. In a way, if you try and keep it flat, it has to come at 90 degrees. We're bringing the edges together, and then we can flatten this part. And push this bit back inside. So we're like this. Now we need to push out this point straight up and then make the valley folds on the sides. So my fingers are underneath, I'm going to push up like that, and now you see this, we can push this in, and then it's already in on this side. We can then bring the sides in together more, and as you see, these get pushed inside like so. And to tell if you're doing it right, always check the crease pattern and make sure each of these creases is what it should be. If it's a mountain fold, it should be a mountain, valley should be a valley fold, and they get pushed inside these parts. So underneath, it's like that. So turn it around. Not much more to do. I'm going to need to fix this mountain fold by pushing it out. This side is fine. We've got these creases already in place. Now it's just a matter of, we've got this valley fold, so we can make this by just squashing it together. And always check with the crease pattern, because it tells you exactly how it should collapse. If you're using a valley fold here, then it's wrong, because there shouldn't be one there. It should be here. So always follow the crease pattern. Right. So, and then we have valley fold. So I'm sure there are a few creases missing in this crease pattern. Right here. So there should be, I'm pretty sure, a crease from here. There should be two creases here and here. Because in order to make, so the way I found out is we can't make this valley fold and mountain fold without it lying flat. Because if we keep it like that, this part won't lie flat unless you do that. But there's not any creases here on the crease pattern, so it should come like that. And I'll draw the extra creases, yeah, right here. Don't have the colours on me now. One there, and one there. And one inside there. So that's what I was talking about when crease patterns don't tell you all the creases. So these are 3 we need as well. So it'll be mountain fold, valley on this one, mountain on this one, and valley fold on this one. And then when you do that, you use all these creases in here correctly, and it lies flat. And that is it. That is the base of the model. I'm not too sure what it is, because I found this crease pattern on Google, just trying to find easy ones to do for these tutorials for the beginners. But again, I'm not too sure what it makes, but this is it anyway. So this is a really good example because we've got a point puffing out, we've got creases here that are not shown, and we have a colour changed part right here. And we're hiding in paper with these diagonals that get hidden inside. So that is it. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Turn on the bell if you've not already. And I'll see you in part 3, no not part 3, episode 3 on how to collapse a crease pattern.